Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of UNews Weekly, coming to you from the UN Information Office in Uzbekistan in collaboration with all 9 UN agencies working in the country.
Today we're happy to inform you about the most important UN news of the outgoing week.
I'm Bobir Komilov.
And Laila Fatih.
Welcome to the show. Coming up in this program, UNDP Border Management Program in Central Asia to encourage creative people to develop their talents announced a drawing and a photo contest in Tashkent city for the best drawings and photos on border guards at work. UN Information Office speaks to Alfia Musina about the expectations and significance of the contest in detail.
This year, we will celebrate the 10th anniversary of BOMCA efforts in the region.
The saiga is a critically endangered antelope. The threat of their extinction was recognized by the nation, so in 2008 they were included in the Red Book of the Republic of Uzbekistan as vulnerable and declining. On the 15th of March, a cartoon about a baby saiga antelope was produced by UNDP and the Nature State Committee and premiered in Tashkent.
It was really fun to make it for a good cause. I really like animals.
And we'll be speaking to the interns of the UN Information Office about 3 things they've learned during their time with us.
I've learned here a lot of things, but I will highlight the most important 3 of them.
Together with the government of Uzbekistan, UNDP is working to support local governance through participation and partnership. Today, we have Olimjan Jumabayev, who will be telling us about the project's work in ensuring transparency and enhancing the relationship with citizens in the special guest section.
The local governance support project, participation and partnership project has been started in 2010 in partnership with the Cabinet of Ministers of Uzbekistan.
So our first story is about an interesting initiative of the United Nations Development Programme. The Border Management Project of the programme initiated a contest of drawings among children and a contest of photographs among the professionals on the subject, border guards at work. And our correspondent went along to speak to Alfia Musina, who is the project manager, to tell us more in detail about the competition.
I'm responsible for the Uzbek office of BOMCA. What we do in Uzbekistan is we demonstrate the advantages of open but secure borders to the Uzbek border agencies. This year, we will celebrate the 10th anniversary of BOMCA efforts in the region. Now, to mark this event, we will run 2 contests in Uzbekistan, just like the whole region wide. The first contest will be among the school kids for the best drawing, and the second contest will be among the photographers and the representatives of the mass media of Uzbekistan for the best picture. The winners of the contest will be awarded with valuable prizes at the celebration of the 10th anniversary of BOMCA in Uzbekistan on the 23rd of April. The idea and the title of the contest will be the border officers working at the border, at the duty stations, and the dogs serving at the border. Now these 2 groups will compete for the best drawing and best picture on this particular topic subject.
A lot of measures have been undertaken to protect the saigas in Uzbekistan. One of them has been to raise public awareness on the issue. And the recently premiered cartoon, The Step Tale, has been designed to attract the attention of both children and their parents. The cartoon screenplay is based on a story about a little baby saiga who fell behind its herd and became easy prey for hunters. So let's listen from the cartoon crew talking about their experience on making the cartoon. And they are kids.
I think it was really fun to record our voices because it was fun to listen to how we spoke, and I really liked how they made the cartoon.
Well, what I think it was really fun to make it for a good cause. I really like animals, so I thought this was a great experience. I also really liked how we got to, also, as Rocco said, record our voices, and how we're in the press. I think that's just so cool.
So our next story is special. It is a story with the UN interns who have had experience with UN Information Office for the last 2 years. And Nigina Khaitova went along to speak to some of our alumni who shared the 3 most exciting things they've experienced during their internship with us, and a hint for the future interns, the 3 things that they would do if they still had an opportunity.
I'm James Brindley. I was an intern at UNIC for 6 months in 2012. And this was a very educational and enlightening experience. The 3 things that I've learned at UNIC, or 3 things that I've learned at UNIC, the first was a much larger broad of professional skills. Secondly, I developed a greater sense of how to work in a different culture. I had to learn about a new approach to work within the UNIC team, and I thought this was a very valuable experience, and I learned a lot of important skills and attributes from taking part from being in that situation. Thirdly, working at UNIC expanded my knowledge of the UN system. I had some concept, having taken part in a number of the MUN programs throughout my education, but coming to UNIC gave me the strong foundations needed to continue working in the UN program, which I have done since completing my internship at UNIC. After much thought, I've decided that what I could add is to develop the office's workshops, specifically targeting communications, journalists and young professionals in this area.
I was intern in UN Information Office, and it gives me 3 important things. First of all, it was opportunity to implement my ideas, to realize them. The second one was a great experience of working with people, with journalists, and the third one was PR. I learned how to do effectively PR and working with the journalists. And there are also 3 things that I would like to do with UN Information Office. The first one is to expand the target audience, not only in Tashkent, not only in Republic of Uzbekistan, but also in Central Asia countries. This is the first thing. The second one is to do more serious and analytical things. What I estimate in UN, this is a great thing that attracts me. This is a team.
I'm Timur, and I am an event coordinator of the UN Information Office. I have been working here for 1 year and 3 months. The first 7 months I was an intern. During those 7 months I've learned here a lot of things, but I will highlight the most important 3 of them. The first one is I've learned to be more self-confident. The second important thing I learned here is PR. For now I know how should work effective PR system. I know how to make information more attractive for public, and so on. The third important thing I learned is communication. I've become a more communicative person than I was before. I've made a lot of great friends among UN staff, among our interns, among our partners, and among our target audience. So I'm still working here, and I hope I learned here many more things, such as writing serious articles, working with public, manage large projects, etc.
In Uzbekistan, there still remain a number of development issues, including a limited range of public services and information provided to the local community, relatively low level of interaction between the local government and civil society institutions, and many others.
So, to contribute and support government efforts in the issues you've mentioned, Bobir, UNDP is working to support local governance through participation and partnership.
So it's a special guest section where we'll be exploring these questions.
Our special guest today has traveled all the way from Jazakh to be in our show. it's Olimjon Jumabayev, who is the task manager of the Local Governance Support Project, working with the regional hokimiyats to promote partnership and participation. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
It's a great opportunity to speak to you here today, and thank you for joining us. And I would like to start with a question to do with the goals of the program, the project that you are part of, because the project sounds very wide and also sounds like it includes many things to do with local government and partnership and cooperation and to help country improve the welfare. So if you could detail the goals of the project.
Okay. Well, the Local Governance Support Project, Participation and Partnership project has been started in 2010 in partnership with the Cabinet of Ministers of Uzbekistan and in close cooperation with regional hokimiyats in two regions of Uzbekistan. It is in Namangan and Jizak region. And the LGSP project has its main purpose and goals in enhancing the legal, technical and human resource capacities of regional, district and city hokimiyats in these piloting regions. So for realization of these goals, the project has identified its main strategies in 6 different directions. The first is promoting policy dialogue in these local hokimiyats. And the second is provision of institutional and legal framework in this local governance system. And the third one is enhancing the capacity of government officials in these hokimiyats. And the fourth is facilitating the access to public information and service of population and business entities. And the fifth one is facilitating civil society partnership. And the sixth one is introducing public-private partnership.
So it's about streamlining the process of people utilizing resources for dialogue. Is that how we say it, or for certain administrative processes?
Well, for instance, our project has initiated the implementation of electronic document flow in regional hokimiyats. So if we take Jizak region, we have 14 district, city and regional hokimiyats. So in all these hokimiyats, electronic document flow e-hujat was implemented, and it gave a good results. So more than 4,000 documents went through this e-hujat, and hokimiyats saved about 20 tons of papers in last year, 2012.
Bobir, I think with the integration of e-governance, it's not only the paper that the project is helping to save, but it's also integrating transparency and better efficiency, isn't it?
Of course.
And I can imagine the amount of time saved.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Except saving papers and document flow in this public administrations, this what gives this electronic document flow. And electronic document flow gives to local governments more actively and more in timely processing citizens' requests. That's why information centers of Jizak regional hokimiyats in 2012 assisted in consideration of 90 requests of citizens.
That's a very good result. And when we talk about making sure that people spend less time and less resources for getting their requests met and addressed, it also sounds like something similar to one-stop shops that we previously talked with one of the UNDP projects. And I think one of the peculiarities of United Nations Development Program is that many of its programs and projects are linked in some sense, and there are so many cross-cutting areas. So if we could shift now our focus to these one-stop shops, we have heard that the Chamber of Commerce and Industry also came up with an idea of one window concept. And my question is it what they're emulating?
And how the project is working together with them, if it is.
Well, the one-stop shop idea is realized in Uzbekistan for the last 5 years. And once it was started by UNDP's other project, and in 2011, commercial Chamber of Commerce of Uzbekistan also initiated the realization of one-stop shop in different regions of Uzbekistan.
So it followed, the concept
yes.
from the UNDP concept of one-stop shop.
Of course.
Okay.
What is the difference between these one-stop shops? The one-stop shops created by Chamber of Commerce of Uzbekistan was actually aimed at rendering service to business entities. And one-stop shops realized by under our project, LGSP project, is paying much attention for rendering public service to people. So currently we're making a general concept of working one-stop shops in Uzbekistan in cooperation with Business Forum of Uzbekistan, which runs under the Chamber of Commerce Industry and UNDP's projects. So I hope this year we can start a fully
operational
and comprehensive one-stop shop.
Exactly. But it's still not clear to me the difference. How is one-stop shop concept different from one window of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry? Are these two similar things addressing the same goals? I know that one-stop shop is directed more towards meeting the public request, whereas the one window concept is?
One window and one-stop shop is the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but in Chamber of Commerce of Uzbekistan's one-stop shop, they render service to business entities, like
that's the difference.
Registration, like
exactly.
Getting consultations. In our one-stop shop, we are going to render service to population.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean general public?
Yeah, in general public. For example, in service, in getting information on elementary, secondary schools, education, and in getting information about pensions, about utilities, and other public service.
So once the concept of both one-stop shops become integrated, the general public, the business sector, all will come to just one place to get their questions answered, basically.
Of course, it is going to be organized in all regions and districts of Uzbekistan, these kind of one-stop shops, which will render service not only to public, but also to business entities too. So this would be one.
So streamlined, integrated into one concept. I know that within the project, depending on where the pilot areas are, there are specific results achieved on the ground in the regions. And here I've researched and I've come across the introducing public-private partnership concept in Jizak region. I would like to hear more about that and about the sort of difference that it is making in the lives of local community.
Yes. In Jizak region, under our LGSP project, we have initiated development of and creating facilities for tourists, for visitors. Mm-hmm. So we have a very brilliant place, destination like Zamin, which is a recreation zone, and currently. In 2012, we have assisted for 6 guest house in creating facilities and comfort in their guest house. Mm-hmm. And we have created a website, zamin.uz, which gives full information about the chance and possibilities and about this recreation zone.
So just to be clear, it's www.zamin.uz. So if you're interested, check that out.
In addition, in Zamin Sanatorium, we have assisted in building a ski run, which has tripled the visitors to Zamin Sanatorium in winter of last year. If in 2011 was just only 60, 70 visitors for this sanatorium, this year it is more than 200.
So there are more skiers now.
Yes, of course, and the sanatorium is buying more and more ski suits currently.
Are there among the tourists international tourists as well?
Yes, we have also international tourists which got familiarized about the Zamin recreation zone from this our website.
Yeah. We wish you good luck for the plans, and congratulations on the results achieved. Hope to see you soon again for the follow-up.
Thank you.
Thank you. With this, we'll bring this edition of UNews Weekly to an end, and we thank you for your company.
For more on UN in Uzbekistan, please stay tuned to www.un.uz.
And also, across our social platforms, we'll be bringing you the latest news happening and the latest developments from the life of United Nations in Uzbekistan. On our Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/UNews Tashkent for the latest updates. For now, from me and the rest of the team, it's goodbye.